Hello, and welcome back to our countdown to Easter, where we're looking at some of the less than prominent parts of the Easter story. Now, let me tease you with a question. What do a thistle and a bath and a garter have in common? Now, I'm sure that pub quiz aficionados will instantly tell us that they're orders of English chivalry. Each is given for exceptional acts of public service that need to be rewarded with national recognition. Now today, I want to invent another order of chivalry. It's the noble order of the towel. In John chapter 13, Jesus took a towel and he put it round his waist and he washed his disciples' feet. But this was rather more than just chivalry. It was a consummate act of humility. And whenever I look at the subject of humility, I realise that it's a strange thing, because as soon as we think we've licked it, we've lost it. Now, if anyone had good cause to be boastful about his achievements and have other people do stuff for him, then surely Jesus did. Here's what John says in verse 1. Jesus knew his time had come. Now, several times in his ministry, Jesus refers to a time or an hour yet to come. And it seems that the closer he gets to his death, the closer this hour is. And if we didn't know the end of the story, it might seem weird, if not ghoulish, to refer to his death as the crowning point of his ministry. For all other people, death is the end of their earthly achievements, but for Jesus, it was the pinnacle of his ministry. Without his death, the task would be incomplete. So here's the principle. Jesus could see his life in its full perspective. Verse 3, John says, Jesus knew that the Father had given all things into his hands. Jesus knew that he had come from God and was returning to God. He knew where he had come from and where he was going. Now, the current pandemic, it seems to me, is doing that for many of us. It's putting life into a different perspective. It's reminding us of our own mortality and of the fragility of life that we think is so inviolable. Some of us are having to come to terms with the fact that if we contract this disease, we might not make it out to the other end. And that's where Jesus was at this moment in time. We all too blithely assume, because we know the end of the story, that Jesus knew it would all work out in the end, and so he wasn't really that worried. But Hebrews tells us that he was tested in every way just like we are. And I take that to mean anticipating the possibility of his own death. And in that moment, how did he act? He acted with humility and with love. He loved them, said John, to the end, to the greatest extent, without reserve and without limit. And that is the noble order of the towel. And I, for one, want to live like that during this pandemic. God bless you. Well, from here you can subscribe to the channel, and if you click the little bell icon, you'll get a ping when I put something new up. You can also see some of the other videos by clicking elsewhere on this screen.